Welcome to this step-by-step tutorial on how to use OBS Studio software on your PC. If you're brand new to OBS or just want a confident refresher, you're in the right place. By the end of this walkthrough, you'll know exactly how to set up OBS Studio so you can record your screen or stream live with great quality and professional control. Let's get started with the very first thing you'll see when you open OBS Studio. Setting up your basic settings. Now, OBS tries to make your life easier with the Auto Configuration Wizard. This pops up automatically when you launch the software for the first time. What this does is analyze your computer hardware, check your internet connection, and ask if you plan to stream or record. Based on your answers, OBS tweaks everything under the hood for optimal results, like choosing the best bitrate, output resolution, and encoder. For most people, especially if you're not sure what all these terms mean, I recommend running this wizard. It saves so much guesswork and helps avoid common pitfalls. But maybe you want more control or you'd like to double-check some settings yourself. Totally understandable. You can always access the settings manually. Just click the Settings button down at the lower right, it's hard to miss, and you'll see detailed tabs for everything. Streaming services, output quality, audio preferences, and video resolution. Play around here, especially if you want extra features, like custom hotkeys or advanced recording formats. And if your goal is live streaming, linking your streaming account is a must. In the Settings window, click on the Stream tab. From here, choose your service. Maybe you want Twitch, YouTube, or another platform. OBS will prompt you to log in or paste in your stream key. Connecting your account like this means you can start streaming instantly from OBS without jumping through extra hoops later. Now, let's talk about adding and arranging scenes and sources. This is where OBS really shines for customization. Scenes are like layouts for your broadcast. In the big Scenes box, click the little plus button to create your first scene. Give it a name that makes sense to you, like My Recording or Game Stream. Scenes help you quickly switch between different setups, so don't worry about making mistakes. You can always edit these later. Next are sources. These are the actual things your viewers will see and hear. Again, hit the plus button in the Sources box. Here, you can choose what you want to capture. For a full-screen tutorial or walkthrough, select Display Capture, which grabs everything on your screen, like a digital window into your PC. If you're recording gameplay, try Game Capture. It's optimized for Windows games and helps maximize performance. Want to show your face or add a webcam overlay? Pick Video Capture Device and choose your webcam from the list. Once you've added sources, you'll see them pop up in the preview window. Click and drag to move things around, resize with the edges, just like rearranging furniture in a room. And if you want pixel-perfect placement, use the transform options in the edit menu for more granularity. Let's not forget about audio. Clear sound is crucial. To add your microphone, go to the Sources box, hit plus, and pick Audio Input Capture. Select your mic from the device list. Now, in the audio mixer section right beneath the preview, you'll see volume meters bouncing up and down as you speak. Adjust those sliders until your voice is clear but not peaking into the red zone. If it sounds too low or too harsh, don't worry. It might take a few tweaks to get it just right. Make sure desktop audio is also at a good level, especially if you're sharing system sounds or music. Once everything looks and sounds the way you want, it's time to start recording or streaming. You'll see either a Start Recording or a Stop Recording button in the controls dock, depending on whether you're currently capturing. For this tutorial, since I'm already recording, mine says Stop Recording. But just remember, it's the same spot. Hit Start Streaming if you're ready to broadcast live. My biggest tip, do a quick test first. Record or stream a short clip and check your video and audio. Better to catch little issues now than halfway through a long session. And that's the basics for getting started with OBS Studio on your PC. If you found this walkthrough helpful, please hit the like button. Drop a comment below if you have questions or want more OBS tips. And don't forget to subscribe for more tutorials. See you in the next one.